Alright, welcome to another art for inspiration video of mine. This one here, we're going to take a peek at this right here. It is the Batman Rules of Engagement hardcover. It also comes in a soft cover. Exact same content. Doesn't matter which one you get, if you get it. Written by Andy Diggle. Artwork by Whilce, Portacio, and Richard Friend on inks. Great inks, by the way. And sorry, we have a monsoon rolling through here. 'Tis the season. Okay, so let's see here. I remember buying these. I was still in California when these were coming out. So, oh man, must have been about 10 years ago, something like that. Anyways. The original book was called Batman Confidential for the floppies, so I'm not entirely certain why the name change. But anyways, yeah, so to find the collected edition of this, Batman Rules of Engagement is the official title on the trade paperback, the hardcover, and any other collected editions that this is in. If you do want to collect the floppies, I think it was like a 6 or an 8 issue series, and those ones will be called Batman Confidential, but those are the exact same content as this. This book does have a sketchbook section in the back though, which I don't recall being included in the floppy, so let's just take a peek at this. I'm a huge fan of Whilce, so I didn't expect much from the story. Andy Diggle, I only knew they're writing from, I think it's Danger Girl. There was one story they did that I thought was kind of cool way back in the day. It was a one-shot penciled by Leinil Yu. I think it was a Danger Girl book. Danger Girl and Batman. Some weird crossover book. The cover was a little misleading. It had a J. Scott Campbell cover, but I primarily purchased it for Leinil's work. It's right when he was starting to do a lot of the pencil scan straight to color stuff, and it was fun to look at. Interesting time in comics to see the technology change and people's abilities with what they can do with their art. Printability. Alright, so here we got a couple pieces. This was the original cover to Batman Confidential 1. I don't remember this piece, so for whatever reason. And we'll just go and flip through here and enjoy the art. So as usual, Whilce, great compositions. He's been around the block a few times. He knows his way around a page and a pencil. So this stuff was really fun. The only downside for me with Whilce's work is some of the shadows seemed a little oddly placed, especially on faces, and there was like an angular aspect to it. Now I do know that with Richard Friend's inks, this was nice to see him flex on somebody who uses a lot of line variation in their outlines, the crosshatch rendering and all that. He came off of inking Travis Charest, who hats off to Rich for inking that work. That had to have been a tedious gig, because Travis's pencils are super tight. You don't have a whole lot of room to play. And I know with Whilce, at least, he does a lot of the sketchy stuff. He'll do a lot of things with pencil that kind of indicate, his background was as an inker before going full pencils. So yeah, this one right here, like, it's just very odd placement with some of the shadows, but still fun to look at. I love this profile right here. It's a really good panel. Now this is really fun too. Whilce has his own working anatomy that is readable and it works. I know that there are some holes in it, but it's okay. It's Whilce. this is fun. He looks super sinister in this panel right here. I believe that's Lex Luthor. All right, yeah. So let's go and flip through this. Yeah, you get the angry robot. Here we are. The cover to issue 2. Yeah, so you get a little bit of a peek there. Richard Friend inking Whilce. Had to have been fun for Rich to get to work on this stuff. Now, I don't remember if it was before this specific run of books or after, but I know Whilce had he had a little bit of a hospital stay and some health issues, and I feel like this was either like a rebound project or possibly before he went in. But yeah, there's some style changes that occurred briefly before his incident, and then afterwards as well, noticeably. So I'll have to do some research on that to see if I do have other Portacio books. Oh, that's where it's from. Okay, so they just blew up this panel right here. The artwork in the very front there, they just where's that thing at? There it is. Yeah, so that's just a blown up panel. That right there is a it's a third panel, a 1/3 panel. Yeah, these are fun. I love Whilce's control of shadow on harsh light. Sometimes I used to really like his underlighting, rim lighting, and all that, but I've grown to really love what he does with single source lighting and the hard shadows and the shapes that it creates on the chiseled. You get chiseled features on the noses, plus you get some of the soft stuff around the edges that are soft, but he's not afraid to like keep some of the chiseled nature in there, which is something I try to incorporate in my own work. You can see it here really well with the cast shadow off the nose. A lot of people would come in and feather this out, and he didn't really do that. He's got some lines here that he kind of indicates that, and a little bit right here down through the from the cheekbone down to the nostril, but there's tons of ways to illustrate this right here. But yeah, a lot of that too I think is Rich Friend's control of the cross hatching through that area. Be interesting to see some of the pencils on this stuff. See how much Rich contributed to line variants on the grayscale, you know, the intended grayscale stuff. Batman Confidential issue 3 cover right here. I like this a lot as is. I know with the logo it kind of cut right. He might have overlapped it a bit, but I remember it kind of cut real close. That's like the big zone for Batman. The ears is. It's like every artist tries to like keep those ears away from the logos. Respect. Yeah, that's good. I like that pose. Yeah, I did thumb through this before starting this video. I was looking through the back. It's been a hot minute since I've looked through this thing, and man, yeah, it goes so dark on this. Maybe if the colorist chose a darker palette, maybe it would have changed a little bit of my opinion with some of this stuff. But yeah, there's some sketches in the back where they're very Miller influenced, and I wish he used a little of that on these interiors. This is such a good face shot right here. A little bit of that Jim Lee's take in the what was it, the Batman All-Star books. But usually that kind of a panel would be like when Batman was just being psychotic. Alright, let's see. Alright, so that's that one, so 3. I think this is 4. Anyways, that's another cover right here. Yeah, we're going to thumb through this. I should actually read this thing again. It's been quite a while. I was reading the floppies when they were coming out, and knowing me, I probably just purchased the last 2 issues. That's an awesome panel. I purchased the last 2 issues, and I think I thumbed through them once, and they just ended up going in a long box. Yeah, some of this stuff, and then also the wet work stuff would be really good, of Whilce's. Then he did a couple of fill-in issues as well on Superman, Batman, and I think they would work really well in like one of those artist edition books. Yeah, this stuff here is super open. Super open. This is like he sees the finish line. You know, this is a very cool double page right here. Yeah, so yeah, this is about where he was kind of running out of gas. You could really tell here if you compare, yeah, some of the artwork from the beginning of the book to kind of where it lands right here. Most of us artists are guilty of that. Yeah, so I'm curious. I'd really like to see some of these pencils to see the hand dealt to Rich on the inking side. Yeah, strong panels. Strong panels. Yeah, this last issue here, yeah, it lacks a bit. Maybe it was maybe some deadline issues, or maybe had some health stuff going. I'm not really sure. But definitely not what I'm used to seeing. This final issue here was definitely rushed. But funny enough, still better than most books on the shelves at the time that it was released. Here we go. Okay, sketches. This I was trying to rush to this. A lot of like Frank Miller, a little bit of who's it, Deanda kind of influence too with some of these shapes. Super fun. This is a great face. But yeah, this is what I was saying. I really wish he incorporated some of this kind of an approach with the interiors, some of the minimalist stuff with the really dark areas. Yeah, when I see this stuff here, I just think Miller Sin City with fleshed out lines. Yeah, this is very, very. This could work as a Dark Horse Presents cover. I mean, really, it's right there. Yeah, stuff's so awesome. Very, very good. Yeah, so we did get to see some of this. We got to see a little bit of his playfulness with the cowl, with the opening in the face mask and all that. But he didn't really do stuff exactly like this, you know. All right, so that's it there. But yeah, let me do a page count here. So we get what you got: 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so you get a 9 pages of sketches by Whilce, included in the Batman Rules of Engagement trade paperback or hardcover. I got this years ago, so it's got an MSRP, $24.99 USDs. All right, big D energy right there. $24.99. I'm not gonna lie, I think I got this at a convention for like $10. So yeah. Look for some deals. This is not like the apex work of Whilce. So, but very, very cool to see Richard Friend's spectacular inks on this book. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for checking out this video.